How close are you to being 100%?
Pretty close. I mean, yeah. I mean, I've really spent the first 5 weeks right after the last game that I played in just rehabbing and stuff. And, I mean, it's a lot of poking and prodding at the combine and questions about it, and it all went well. And I'm glad that I'm in the spot that I am today because it's a heck of a lot better than I was throughout the season.
Being that close to 100% now, looking back, how healthy do you think you were in some of those games you pushed through and played in?
I don't know. It's hard to put like a percent on it, but just definitely not 100, I'd say. Like it was a pain in the butt, but I mean, it's one of those things you just can't really focus on, and because it'll just make it worse if you do.
Well, what do you plan on doing tomorrow? Are you doing all drills or are you throwing?
I'm just throwing. So I got a script that I'm going to throw with. I got Dane, Tavion, and Barry on, and C-Rod catching for me. So I'm going to have about 50-ish throws to put on display.
So what will this final stretch and lead up to the draft look like for you?
I'll be here. So I just got in town just a few days ago, and then pro day obviously tomorrow, and then have just a handful of top 30 visits that I'll have to fly in and out of here for to different NFL teams just to finish up with them and get everything that I need to get across to them to help them make their decision, and then draft on the 27th. So
You've done the combine. What are you hoping to do tomorrow? What are you hoping comes out of tomorrow that they haven't seen yet?
I mean, nothing that they haven't seen yet, I don't think. I think just, I don't know, improvement from the combine. Like, I mean, I'm throwing with, even though I haven't really been able to throw with these guys, like I'm throwing with guys that I have thrown to quite a lot throughout the past year. So having that chemistry kind of obviously makes things look a little better, and just being able to throw different types of balls, different types of footwork, different types of throws, but nothing crazy, but stuff that I'm confident in my ability in.
Are you going to Kansas City for the draft? Are you watching from home?
I haven't gotten invited officially yet. If I get invited, if I get invited and like if I know like I'll be a pretty high pick, I'll definitely go. I'm looking forward to going, but I don't want to go if like I could be like a second round pick. You know, you don't want to be that. You don't want to have the camera just on you all day.
I like the idea of, I mean, a lot of people will be here to see you, which gives some exposure to your teammates who might not get those chances otherwise.
Yeah, I mean that's what it's all about. This day tomorrow is all about all of us, all of these guys that are going and trying to live out our dream of playing professional ball. And I think most importantly, it's really for the guys that weren't invited to the combine or couldn't participate in the combine one way or the other, because this is really their shot to do those things and to get those numbers that they've been scratching and clawing for the past few months. And if I can help by being a sought-after player and getting more eyes on them, then I'm very happy that I can do that.
Some of the talking heads. A lot of controversy going on between Mel and Boyd about the draft and where you stand. Are you following that? What do you think about it?
No. I mean, it is what it is. Like, I just, I don't know. I try not to pay attention to things that aren't gonna affect me. So
what are the things you, I guess, pay attention to? Like, how do you get a sense how much a team likes you or not?
Well, I have my agent, and I think that they're probably the number one just middleman for that. Like, the only person I feel like that I can trust and are shooting me straight when it comes to what people are saying about me and the feedback that they have for the specific connections that I've had with those coaches or scouts or players, whatever. So just keeping my circle small and just trusting the people that I really do trust.
You made a lot of headlines at the combine. Did that surprise you at all?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was funny, like the one comment that I made. I feel like in interviews, like I'm always very buttoned up and I'm always saying the right thing, and that's just who I am. But the second I throw in a little bit of character, like it gets spun out. But I mean, all I was saying was, I mean, it's one of my strengths as a player, and I was gonna make sure I let that be known. And I don't know, it was kind of funny when people took that and ran with it. It's just, I don't know, the media.
To that end, follow up on Lonnie's question. You know, the NFL being what it is, and you growing up wanting to do this, and you're so close now, knowing that on every hour on every network, they're debating all you quarterbacks, and people are talking about you like, you know, obviously you're a commodity. But what is that like? I know you don't pay attention to it, but it's out there. You know?
No, it's crazy. I think it's just funny, like the fact that, I mean, the channels that I watched as a kid every single day, like I could turn it on any given moment right now and see my own face. It's just like insane. And same for my family members too. Like I'll always have like friends and family like sending me pictures of whenever my name like pops up on the TV, just being like, why the hell are you? Why is my brother on ESPN in my school's cafeteria? Like this is stupid. Like it's just funny.
Have you heard anything that's ticked you off? Like he can't do this, or he's overrated, or stuff like that?
No, I think
You're not watching
I think people that say that I'm not accurate, that kind of irritates me a little bit. I think that I'm as accurate as anybody else, and I mean, maybe I got to do more to show that, but I'm confident in my accuracy, and I think that's a strength of mine.
Well, you mentioned the top 30 visits. Do you have a bunch of those scheduled already?
Yeah, I've had one, and then I have 6 more scheduled so far.
Which one did you have?
I had Houston.
Gotcha.
So
It seems like that.
When you left in-state, obviously you wanted a program who believed in your arm. But did you always think you were a top 10 draft pick kind of quarterback, or was there a moment over the last 2 years where it clicked for you that this was a real possibility?
I knew that was definitely my ceiling. Like I knew I could get there. I didn't think that it was going to be like I wasn't like, oh, I'm going to be a top 10 quarterback. I wanted to be a first-round quarterback. I wanted to be an NFL quarterback, but I knew I always had what it took. But I wasn't going to be able to truly realize what my ceiling really was until I got those playing opportunities. So that was obviously always the goal, but the real confidence and the just clarity that could be a potential outcome didn't come until I really kind of got some starts under my belt.
I know there's a lot of talk like running this system helps prepare guys like you for the next level, but is there even more to that a lot of those guys coached with Coach Cohen? Where I know Seattle's got offensive coordinators with them, the Vikings coach with them. Do you take that, I guess, a step further, kind of envisioning yourself playing maybe for those guys?
No, yeah, I think it's cool, especially when I have opportunities to speak with those people, to speak the same language and to kind of have conversations with them that really nobody else, if you haven't been exposed to that offense, can. It just gets the juices flowing, and I think that's just been the coolest part about this process of when I am meeting with people and watching film and just breaking down ball and using the same terminology that they know what I'm talking about and I know what they're talking about, just makes kind of that connectivity just that much easier, I guess.
Do you think a lot of that's because of you played in 2 pro offenses already in the last 2 years, and a lot of people are saying you're one of the only quarterbacks in the draft that's played in those kind of offenses. How much does that help you going in?
It helps a lot for sure. I think that it gives me the confidence knowing that pretty much everything that was asked of me at this level is going to be what's asked of me at the next level, and I liked it. I mean, it's a great offense to play in. So I mean, the fact that I was able to do well in it and to enjoy it just gives me hope that I'm going to be able to do the same at the next level.
Last year didn't go the way you wanted as a team in the offense, but what did you get? How do you feel like you got better over the second year?
Yeah, I think I definitely just learned how to, just deal with adversity, like battle through adversity, physical and mental, circumstantial, or just because of how things went, and being able to go into the facility every single day and be the same guy and bring the same attitude, regardless of if you had a big win or a big loss the week before. It was important for me to continue having that and challenging myself in that and being a better leader. So I think being able to battle through adversity is something that a lot of coaches, I think, look for in players. So I think that was very important for me this past year.
Along those lines, some of the talking heads think that the second year you had here might prepare you better than the first year because you did have to deal with adversity. Not everything in the NFL is going to go smoothly. Do you feel that way?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I know I got better. I can't say which season I got better than in, but I definitely know that it did help me. If it made it help me more than the past year or not, I don't know. But
Well, how surreal is this to you? I mean, it seemed like 2 years ago you got here, and it's been a whirlwind, and now all of a sudden you're getting ready to get drafted in the NFL.
it's crazy. I mean, I literally just feel like yesterday I took the 9-hour drive from State College to Lexington just to check out this place, and now it's over with. And this is like, as an athlete, I was thinking of, someone put it into perspective for me, like, your pro day is kind of the last meaningful thing as an athlete at this university that you'll do. So this is kind of the last thing. So I want to make sure that I kind of ended on a good note and cherish this last month that I really have here.
Any impressions of spring practice watching the last
Yeah, I was able to get on watch the film online before I even got here a couple times, and I got in early today to watch today's practice, and they look good. I'm excited. They look good. Excited for Devin, excited for all the receivers, all those young guys. They definitely look a lot more polished and confident. So I know it's still spring, it's still early, but they look good.
Well, one of the teams that's looking for a quarterback high in the draft, the Colts, and I know you're probably talking to several of these teams, but their coach Shane Steichen talked about how he's looking for like an obsessive quarterback. He looks for just those guys that kind of want to be in the film all the time. Do you feel like that kind of fits you, or how do you think you could kind of fill a coach like that?
Yeah, no, I definitely feel like that fits me. Like, I mean, if anyone knows me, they know that I'm intense, and I bring that intensity and channel it in the right way. It's everything that I'm doing that I see fit. First and foremost, football, obviously, in my preparation with it. So I think my mindset in that way of just preparation and just grinding out everything that I need to do to put myself in the best position to succeed definitely aligns with what they're looking for.
What was your reaction with the trade at the top? What did you think?
It was cool. I didn't know like how fast a move like that was going to happen, but it definitely goes to show their hope or belief in the, I guess, talent of the quarterbacks in this class, whoever it may be. So that was cool to see that big of a move.
Do you keep tabs on what these other quarterbacks are doing, like CJ Stroud that was put it? Like, do you keep tabs on all this stuff, or?
No, if I see it, I see it.
It's not out of your control.
Yeah, no, I mean like, no, I mean I'll see it, but I don't like keep tabs on it. I'd say no, unless they're like a close friend of mine or something. But
Have you got to know those guys pretty well?
Yeah, I
in
got to
this
know-
Process, the other three guys, I guess there's 4 of you they're talking about being high drafted.
yeah, I didn't get to train with any of them, so I'm not like too close with any of them. But I know CJ, Bryce, and Anthony well, and then I feel like I know a lot of these guys in this class really well. This is a great rookie class of quarterbacks, and over the years, whether it was through even high school or the Manning camp or training, to connect with all these dudes and see where we've all kind of ended up is pretty cool.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck.